Texas. So we can get into that a little bit later. And more than anything, once again, we're proud to be here at Mambo. We're proud to have you here. And it is my honor now to present the four-time world champion, Houston native, Juan the Baby Bull Diaz.
Good afternoon, guys. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you everybody for being out here. Es un placer estar aquí. Les doy las gracias a todos por venir aquí a esta prensa de conferencia. Ahora voy a tomar este momento. I'm going to take a time to say thanks to everybody putting on this return of mine. I don't want to call it a comeback. It's a return to the ring. All right. So first of all, I want to thank everybody here in the media who made it out here today. I'm actually very surprised and honored to see everybody that's out here. It goes to show me that, you know, Houston really is my home, and all of you guys are behind me and everything that I do. But, you know, first of all, I want to thank Mambo Seafood for helping me put on this event. Mambo Seafood has been with me for a while. They're going to be behind me the whole way for the return, and that's why we're having the press conference here. They have been with me in the ups and downs. When I retired, after I retired, and now that I'm returning, I'm definitely want them on board. Les quiero dar las gracias a Mambo Seafood, primeramente, por dejarnos tener este evento aquí, porque ellos han estado conmigo desde el comenzar, cuando me retiré, después de que me retiré, y ahora que estoy regresando a mi carrera también. Unas gracias a Golden Boy Promotion, Banta Leija Promotions. I want to thank Golden Boy Promotions, Banta Leija Promotions for giving me the opportunity to make my return on their card on April 13th. Also, I just want to take this time to thank individual people of the media, you know, Dave, Bob, you know, everybody that's here that I know, Peter, that I've been knowing for a long time. So I want to thank them for making the trip out here. And also some of the people that we've been working with us through everything that I have going on. We have Corey, who's one of my partners, Alex, who's helped me put on this show together. Our team physician, Dr. Rao, who checked me out, making sure that everything's all right with me. And a little bit of what I have going on here is, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm returning to the sport because I feel that the sport of boxing, it has died down a little bit, especially the lightweight division. And I'm here to make a statement. I'm 29 years old now. I'm older. I'm a little older. I'm stronger. I feel that I'm stronger. I'm faster. And I'm going to make a statement. I'm starting with the lightweight division. And whoever they put in front of me is basically, I'm going to knock them out. That's it. That's it. I'm going to knock them out. I just finished working out, so, you know, it's a little hot in here. I'm still sweating my butt off here. But it's just because I'm excited. I'm excited to be making a return here in Houston, and I'm just very glad. Now, a little bit of what I have going on. Through the time that I was retired, I started doing a lot of things. I started creating a lot of ventures on my own. And one of the things, as you can see here in the back, Baby Bull Sports Entertainment. Baby Bull Sports Entertainment is an agency. We're working with different fighters, different athletes of every sport. That's soccer, boxing, baseball, football, anything that comes along. And one thing that I'm excited about is, you know, that Baby Bull Sports Entertainment has going on is we established a brand, Baby Bull Coffee. Okay, if you guys haven't had a chance, you have to try it out. We have the AirPods there, courtesy of Cat's Coffee and the owner, Mr. Avi, who was kind enough to bring the AirPods here so you guys can taste it. So go ahead and taste some of that Baby Bull Coffee, because I know once you taste it, you guys are going to be hooked. Ahora, un poquito en español de lo que estamos haciendo. Baby Bull Sports Entertainment es mi compañía. Estamos representando a atletas, boxeadores, jugadores de béisbol, de fútbol, y les quiero presentar esta nueva compañía ahora que ya estoy regresando. Una de las cosas que quiero decirles que que estamos haciendo es el café, Baby Book Café. Si no lo han probado, por favor pruébenlo aquí. Lo tenemos cortesía del señor Avi y su compañía Cat's Coffee, así que por favor trátenlo. Ahora les quiero preguntar que si tienen unas preguntas para mí, que ahorita es el tiempo, estoy disponible para que me pregunten unas preguntas. If anybody has any questions that you guys want to ask me regarding my return, regarding some of my business ventures that I have going on, then that's what I'm here for, to answer any questions, any doubts that you may have. And if you have doubts, then tomorrow I'll be doing some sparring, I'll be doing some training, so you guys can see how, what the difference in the old baby bull and the mature baby bull.
Juan, I got a question. Let's talk about the fight on the 13th, who you're fighting on the 13th. You announced who you're fighting.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I'm not specifically signed with any promoter at this time, but my next fight is going to be April 13th in Corpus Christi, and it's going to be under the Golden Boy and Bata and Leja promotion. So I'm doing a one-fight deal with them April 13th in Corpus Christi. And I'm going to be fighting Pepino Cuevas Jr. So you guys better get there early because it's going to be early night.
Hey Juan, when did you first get the itch to get back in the ring?
Well, it's a funny story, and a lot of fighters decide that they want to retire because they're not able to fight anymore because of health reasons. Well, one of the main reasons that pushed me into the sport again was my health, and let me tell you why. I didn't get very big or fat like a lot of these ex-fighters do, right? But I went to the doctor, and I was weighing about 165 pounds. That's about 30 pounds over the lightweight limit. And my doctor said, your cholesterol's a little high, your sugar levels are a little high. You don't have any of these problems yet, but if you keep eating the way you are, you may develop cholesterol and diabetes. So I said, dang, what can I do to, solve this problem? And I started doing my boxing regimen again, and I started feeling good. I went 2 months later, and everything was perfectly fine. So I said, you know what? I think I need boxing in my life in order to stay healthy. So that's one of the main reasons that I decided to come back.
Juan, ¿hay otra razón que te haya impulsado a regresar? Is there another reason other than your health?
Bueno, otra razón que también me ayudó, que como miran, tengo muchas cosas que estoy haciendo en mi vida, en mis negocios. A los 20 años, a los 29 años, ya me gradué de la universidad, tengo mi compañía de trailers, tengo muchas cosas en las que estoy trabajando, así que no hay algo más que me motiva más que el deporte, no hay algo más que me saca la hambre para sobresalir adelante. The question was asked, why did I decide to return to the sport of boxing? Well, like I was saying, I'm 29 years old. I graduated from college. I have my own trucking company. I have bringing out my own coffee. I have a lot of business ventures going on. But at 29, there's nothing in the world that motivates me like being in the ring and having that one-on-one competition. Boxing is a sport like no other.
You mentioned your age during this interview. Do you feel young for the sport? Your body feel young for the sport?
My body does feel young. The only difference now is that I'm a little smarter now. I have a nutritionist. I'm taking the right supplements. When you're younger, I mean, you think you can do it all. You can jump in there with King Kong and you don't need no help. But as you get a little older, you start to realize that, there's a lot of things you can be doing different to make yourself better.
Can you give it in Spanish to me, please?
Oh, bueno, una de las cosas que ahora he aprendido que ya estoy un poco más maduro en edad es que cuando estaba joven no me importaba nada. yo me podía subir al cuadrilátero contra King Kong y no me iban a decir nada. Pero ahora que ya crecí un poco, ya sé que no puedo hacer eso solo. Necesito los suplementos correctos, necesito comer la comida correcta para sobresalir adelante.
¿Hay algún reto que quieras retomar contra algunos boxeadores con los que no te viste muy bien o que tuviste problemas?
Bueno, yo ahorita estoy pensando en regresar y enseñarle a todo el mundo que todavía tengo para llegar a ser campeón del mundo. Ahora, una de las cosas que no hice cuando fui campeón fue no conseguí el título del consejo para que agarrara los 4 títulos. Ahora pienso regresar y conquistar los 4 títulos. One of the things that I said is that, one of the things that I hope to accomplish in the sport is that I became champion, but not truly undisputed champion. I held 3 of the 4 titles in the division. The only one I didn't conquer was the WBC, so this time around, I'm coming strong and I'm looking forward to conquer each and every single championship in the lightweight division.
Well, you mentioned that the lightweight division is a lot weaker than when you left it. Was that a factor in the coming back?
No, it's not a factor in me coming back. That's the lightweight. That's the division that I started, that I finished my career with, and that's the division that I feel comfortable in. So I want to tackle that division. And now that I'm a little older, once I finish cleaning out the lightweight division, I want to move up to the super lightweight division.
Is there any fighter out there that you think that's on the top of your list? So is there any fighter out there who you think your styles will match up very well?
Well, at this time, towards the end of my career, I was focusing on, what style I can beat, what styles would make me look better in a fight. But this time around, I have the same mentality as I did when I was 16 years old. When I started, I didn't care who they put in front of me. Whoever they put in front of me was gonna go through a lot of pain and suffering for the amount of rounds that they lasted with me.
Juan Diaz, Undefeated Magazine. As I'm hearing you talk about all these things that are there, I kind of see a book coming out. Is that something that you may be considering in the future?
A book? Well, it's I don't know about that. Maybe in the future, but at this time, like I said, I'm not gonna close any doors. For example, Peter asked me about law school yesterday. I said no way, but I'm not gonna shut the door on it. So on the book, I'm not gonna shut the door on it. Maybe in the future.
Hey Juan, we know you're a college graduate now, so you're smarter in that regard. Are you a smarter boxer now than previously?
I actually am a little smarter in the way that I'm not gonna go in there and just throw punches just to throw punches. I'm sitting down more on my punches and I'm picking my shots a little more. Now you're gonna see the same action fighter as you did, just a little bit more controlled and with a little bit more power. Any more questions, guys? I'm Gustavo.
Juan, I know you're not with Willie Savannah anymore, but he voiced some concerns about your health. And just want to get your thoughts on that, on just how are you as far as health-wise? And, in that aspect, he was like a father to you in a sense for a long time, and he just voiced some concerns about that, and I just wanted to get your take on what you've done medically to make this comeback and to know that, you're okay to do this.
Well, when I retired, it wasn't for medical reasons. It was because I just wasn't feeling hungry anymore. I didn't have the desire to be in the ring. So, and I didn't want anybody to ask me anything. For a whole year, I went without watching one single boxing match because I was fed up with the sport. And Mr. Savannah, he's not my manager, but he is my advisor now. I still have him in the corner. I still talk to him every day about my upcoming fight, my training regimen, everything. So he still has a big role in my life. But like I said, my team physician is here. I go to him. He checked out my head, I already did all the physicals that the state of Texas requires in order for me to be in a fight. So I passed all the physicals. Now I think the 2 years have done me good. I got some rest and I feel 110% now. Now, before I leave, like I mentioned, I do have Baby Bull Sports Entertainment, and which is a basically a sporting agency. We work with athletes. Now, I just want to bring up one of our personnel and our people that are partners that we work with, Miss Carla. She's here. She's one of our agents. So if you guys if you want to ask a little bit more or know a little bit more into detail of what we have going on.